Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today's topic is closures. So closures in JavaScript is a very important topic in it's very important topic in JavaScript. So it is the most frequently asked interview question for front end positions or JavaScript openings. So in fact, in an interview, I was also asked the same question, and that too, we are going to see what is exactly closure is and how we are going to use it in our use cases. So before moving into the closure video, I would like to take a minute and talk about our last video, which was call, apply, and bind. So we are getting a very good response for the last video. So thank you guys for supporting us. So if you haven't watched that video yet, please go and watch it, and the link is provided in the description box below. So let's continue with closures. So what are closures? Before moving into the closures, I would like you to know what is scope and lexical scope. We should not miss this. Before moving to closure, we should know this. So scope, generally what scope is, guys? So when we define a variable, we want it to access within some boundaries. So the accessibility of the variable is managed by the scope. So you are free to access the variable defined within its scope, but outside of that scope, the variable is inaccessible. So a scope in JavaScript, a scope is created by a function or a code block. So now what is lexical scope? So JavaScript implements a scoping mechanism called lexical scoping, which is also called static scoping. So lexical scoping is nothing but the accessibility of variables is determined by the position of the variables in the source code. So lexical scoping means that inside the inner scope, you can access variable of its outer scope. So this is what we are going to see basically in closures. We are going to see the lexical scope analysis, and in arrow functions also we used lexical scope. So now let's see what closure is and how we are going to use it, why it is important. So what is a closure and why closure? Before moving into a topic, we need to ask this question to ourselves, that why we are using that. So in JavaScript, a closure is a function having access to the parent scope even after the parent function has closed. So a closure, it is in a closed, block. So closure are created every time a function is created. So it gives you access to an outer function scope from an inner function. Try to understand, guys, from an outer function scope, it gives access to outer function scope from an insider function. So if you have defined inside one global if there is a function, inside that function you have another block of code. So inside that block of code you can use some variables which is defined globally. So basically this is closure. So primarily it is used for data privacy or data encapsulation. So when we use closure for data privacy, the enclosed variable are also in scope within the containing function or the outer function. So what are the advantages of closure? So the basic advantages of closure is that it allows you to bind a variable to an execution context. So how we are using it is event handlers, timeouts, intervals, callbacks, and data privacy within functions. So let's dive into the example section, which will make you more clear about the closure concept. It's a very important concept in JavaScript. So let's go into the example section. Guys, let's see the example for closures. So the first point which we will keep in mind is closure will have closure will have access to three scopes. First is the outer scope, the inner scope, and the global scope. So in this example, we are going to see how it is executed. Let's see. So we are taking a variable a equal to 10. So this is globally. Globally we are taking outside our function, and now we will define our outer function. Outer function. So this is our outer function, and we will have a variable in the outer function, which is b. Now we will create one inner function. Inside inner function also we will define one variable. So as the definition says, the closure has access to three scope: the global scope, the outer scope, and the inner scope itself. So global scope here is A, outer scope here is B, and inner scope is the C. So let's see whether, let's return the result and see. So we will return A, B, and C. Now let's call this function outside and check the result. The basic purpose of closure is to call it anytime. So now we are not calling it immediately. We are going to return the reference of the inner function. So let's see. So the console will be inner function. So now I'm going to call the inner function. So inside inner function reference, I'm calling the function. So we will console this and we will see the result now, whether we are able to access all the three scopes. So yeah, so 10, 20 and 30. So we are accessing all the three scopes. So this is inner function is the closure. So we are able to access all the three scopes. Now we will move on to the second main point for closures. That is data privacy or data encapsulation. So inside function, inner function, we will do increment of A++, B++, and C++, and let's see the console value. So it gives us 11, 21 and 31. So now we'll do it, call it again, once again. So can you note one thing, that A and B value are incremented, but the C value is not incremented. Why? Because we are defining C, variable C, inside the inner function scope. So the A and B value are already encapsulated and the C value is retained. C value is not encapsulated because it's defined inside the inner function. So here we can see that B and C values can't be accessed outside the outer function. So that is how the data privacy is maintained in closures. So that's all for the video, guys. I think this concept is pretty much clear to you with this simple example. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, please comment in the below comment section and let me know regarding your doubts. So thank you for watching my video, and please, if you like it, do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon for the new videos. Thank you, guys.